As you guys probably saw from the title of the video, we're going and picking up the cheapest whole house diesel generator that I could find on Marketplace. Now this was just spur of the moment because I went on Marketplace this morning, just searched up diesel engine. It was the first thing, and I was like, you know, that's a pretty good price. It says it needs an engine. Don't get me wrong, it says it needs an engine. And yeah, we could absolutely be wasting our money, but if it runs, dude, that would be sweet. So, send it, right? I'm very curious what you guys think about the video quality. I just swapped over to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's a gimbal mounted camera, so should be a lot smoother. And then also I've been using my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I figured I'm gonna try to have some sort of rig to have both of those recording at the same time, one vertical, one horizontal. That way it's just easier to edit in the long run. So I'll see you at the guy's shop, and I'll see if I can record. If not, I'll let you know how it went. See how I negotiated. Probably terrible, honestly. Yeah, so guy's super chill. He's allowing me to record. He gave me a couple starter cables here to kind of dick around with it, play with it a little bit. He said, call me when you want it. Sounds good to me, bud. There it is. So it's a 4-cylinder diesel. I was able to spin over this a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna figure out these battery terminals. So I'm gonna slap on this button he gave me. Couldn't find the key for it, but I just want to make sure it spins before you know, pulling the trigger on this thing. But thing looks super clean in here. There's no like deep amount of oil. Check out the other side. So I got my jumper cables, and it's nice that this battery here has these wing nuts. So I'm gonna hook everything up and then just jump to it. All right, looking good. Hey, look at that. I got power. Might just have to go direct. Unless my battery's dead. Hey, look at that. All right, let's check it out. Yeah, I'd say it makes a full revolution. I just noticed it has a little turbo on it. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to get it. That's cool. And as I was saying earlier, I don't know if and like the bottom of this, you know, it doesn't look like there's a bunch of oil everywhere, just a little residual whatever, but yeah, everything in here looks nice and clean. Obviously the mice got in here a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get it. And here's the tag. It's 16 kilowatts, 66 amps at 240, or 133 amps at 120. Not too worried about these keys. Those can always be changed. I've changed those before. Let's take a look around it. Again, those keys too. No biggie. So he said he didn't have the key for this, but you know, worst case I can always change that out, whatnot. Even just bypass it for the time being. But yeah, I'm excited. All right, so I made it back home, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm just gonna use my forks on the skid steer, shove it under there. Maybe lift from here, put a shim on either side, that way I can get the forks back a little bit farther. But yeah, sweet deal. We'll see if we can get it running. And just a quick size comparison here. Just a quick size comparison, right? So there's that. I don't know how much that weighs, maybe like 1,000 pounds. And then skid steer. So that's gonna be interesting for sure. Might have to add some counterweight to the back of that just to make it not tip over. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm setting up the camera, so if it's a total fail, you'll get to watch it. I can just pallets and just drag it off. Let me get some. It went exactly as I thought. Look at that. All right, we made it here. We didn't hurt anything. At least we think. Can't hurt it any more than it is. It doesn't run. All right, to start off on this thing, you saw I checked the oil. The oil looked decent. It was dirty, but it wasn't like milky or anything like that. The bottom ended up being just full of leaves and debris, but no real oil or other liquids down there. So that's a good sign. The only thing I didn't check if there was antifreeze in it, and I probably should have, but it looks immaculately maintained, so I'm assuming there is. We'll make sure to look at it. The guy couldn't find the key, so he's looking for that. He should be able to get back to me next week to see if he has it or not. So I'm going to have to try to pick the lock or bypass the key switch to be able to get power to the control unit. Even if he can't find the key, as long as I can bypass it, I'm fine. So, it's just so funny to me because it has a turbo. It's a little dinky turbo, but there it is. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do first is just throw a battery charger on it, get that battery going, and then start checking the fluids, looking it over, and see what we can do. Cool. I'm going to just take that cap off. See if I can reach it from down here. Yeah, so obviously it's not the cleanest, but it does have some fluid in it. That's good. Right up to the top. I want to look at the air filter and I guess see if it has fuel as well. Because I see this. It could just be as simple as a vent, but it's open and I don't know what it goes to, and it's very interesting. See if there's anything in it. Don't look like it. Let me get a stick. Oh yeah. And it's the red stuff. That's the good stuff right there. Yep, that's diesel. Sweet. Let's check if there's a mouse nest. Now there is a guard on the front. So there shouldn't be. Look at that. It's a little dirty, but I think we can get by for now. So what I did here, there's a rod that this solenoid is connected to, and that was on these two bolts. And what it was doing was it was pulling the rod back towards the camera, and that's making the injection pump not deliver fuel to the injectors. So I went ahead, loosened that right now, so that way I could at least bleed the injectors. There's a priming bulb right there. I confirmed there was fuel coming out of the fuel filter. So let's give it its first test. See if we can get it started.
You guys need some leaf salad? I have enough.
All right, here we go. Contact. Sounded pretty good.
It did actually sound really good.
It's a little cramped in here, but that's okay. I was able to find my lock picking tools. So yeah, we'll just see if I can pick it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Panel lit up, generator at rest, stop mode. Nice. And yeah, I'm just going to hit the green button and step away. I should look up a manual, but I'm not gonna. Crank attempt. So, okay, I figured out that. Gotta put my jump box on. And we'll do that again. And that. All right, let's try it again. There it goes. It wanted it. It's going to try it again, apparently. I don't think I have a good connection. So I'm using a battery to jump the old battery. And then I also have a jump pack that isn't creating a good enough connection. So we'll get there. We will get there. At least I figured out the control panel. cool. So I think even though it's a little snowy outside, I'm gonna move it outside, hook everything back up, and then we're gonna test for power. This is awesome. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start it up. I have just a 120 volt line running to this light just to see if it works. And then we'll go through all the screens, and then maybe I'll just do a voiceover because it'll be too loud. So I have a fan. I'll show you. Currently I just have a fan blowing the exhaust outside with a makeshift pipe to get some of it too. Ideally, this is not good, but we're just testing it. You know, if it wasn't snowing outside, I'd be doing it actually outside. But yeah, anyway, let's start her up.
So I'm used to seeing the same sort of control unit on those light plants or power plants, light towers. So I was a little familiar with kind of how they work. And it's so cool how you can see engine speed, you got the oil pressure sitting at, 80 psi. Coolant temp was showing nothing even though I let it warm up, so I don't know what's wrong there. Probably bad sensor. The voltage, it's charging. It's got 2,451 hours. Pretty awesome, low hours. Fuel level indicator, that's always nice to have on these things. And then for the generator, you got line 1 and line 2, both showing 120 volts. Combined 244, roughly 60 hertz. And there's no load on the unit right now, so we're showing nothing. Again, love how it has all these different data points. I'm a numbers guy, so it's interesting to me. Now you can't hear anything I'm saying here for obvious reasons, so essentially I'm just telling you I figured out the GFCIs were tripped. Now there's the green light next to them showing that it's on, and this light is being powered by them. So that was a win. We have the thing outputting the 120 that it's saying it's outputting. I currently don't have an appliance with a 50 amp plug other than my dryer, so I couldn't test the 240. And I didn't really feel like going and getting my voltmeter, but the screen said it had it, so it has it. So I'm going to turn the audio back up for the normal levels of the generator clip. As I walk away, you can see how quiet it really is in relation to my voice. I was pretty impressed with that. As soon as you close the panels and all you can really hear is the exhaust, super cool.
Honestly, it's not that loud. And if we back up here, I just have a whisper, and I'm pretty sure you can still hear me pretty well. So I'd say the only thing I'm really concerned about is the white smoke that's coming out of there. Maybe it's down on a cylinder. It doesn't really sound like it. It's running at 1800 RPM. It could just be cold outside. I don't know. I'm gonna let it run for a while.
Super happy with the results here. We got it running, we got it outputting power. You know, I'm very impressed that it only took about a half hour after unloading it to get it running the way it is. If you guys have any suggestions as to what you think the white smoke coming from the exhaust could be, either like a bad valve, low compression, head gasket, I'm willing to dig into this a little bit deeper to figure it out. So just leave those comments down below and hope we can get it, because this thing seems pretty good so far. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one.